Beloved Masters of Light, radiant souls upon the path of awakening, I come to you in this sacred moment with wings of eternal love surrounding your being and the sword of truth illuminating your path. You live in an extraordinary time, a time unlike any other in the history of Earth, where cycles converge, energies shift, and transformation sweeps through every level of existence. These changes, though often intense and unsettling, are not meant to break you but to awaken you. They are not punishments, but invitations to step into the fullness of your divine essence and to remember the strength that has always been yours. Standing strong amid transformation is both a challenge and a blessing. For when the old collapses, the familiar fades, and the structures of the past dissolve, the human self may feel vulnerable, uncertain, even afraid. Yet, beloved ones, transformation always carries within it the seeds of rebirth. The storm may shake the tree, but it also clears the way for new blossoms to appear. Transformation is the hand of the divine reshaping your lives, removing what no longer serves, and preparing the ground for higher frequencies to root themselves deeply within you. You are not victims of these changes, you are participants, co-creators, and witnesses of a grand awakening that is unfolding across your planet. Many of you feel the weight of these times. The collective energies are dense, emotions rise and fall like waves, and uncertainty presses against your daily lives. Yet, even in the midst of upheaval, there is an unshakable center within you. It is the eternal flame of your divine presence, the essence of your soul, the pure truth of who you are. This inner sanctuary cannot be destroyed by chaos, cannot be shaken by fear, cannot be diminished by loss. It is the place where your strength dwells, where the eternal connection to Source lives. When you stand anchored in this truth, transformation ceases to feel like destruction and begins to reveal itself as liberation. Beloved ones, to stand strong amid transformation is not to resist change, but to embrace it with courage and trust. Resistance breeds suffering, for it keeps you clinging to what is dissolving. Trust brings peace, for it allows you to surrender to the flow of divine will. I do not ask you to deny your human feelings. Fear, grief, confusion may arise. Allow them, honor them, but do not become entangled in them. See them as passing clouds, while the sky of your soul remains vast, clear, and eternal. As you stand firmly in your truth, you will discover that strength is not about control, it is about surrendering to the wisdom of the higher plan while remembering the light you carry. You are now walking through a threshold. The old world of fear, division, and limitation is unraveling, and a new world of unity, peace, and higher consciousness is being born. This transition is not smooth, for the old energies resist release, and the collective shadow rises to the surface for healing. Many feel overwhelmed as they witness turmoil on the earth, conflict between nations, disruption in communities, and division among families. Yet, beloveds, do not forget, what is hidden must come to light before it can be transformed. You are not here to be swept away by the storm, you are here to anchor light within it. When you remain steady in your heart, you become a pillar of peace that stabilizes the energies around you. Standing strong also means remembering your sovereignty. You are not powerless beings at the mercy of fate, you are eternal sparks of the divine. Transformation may strip away illusions, identities, or attachments, but it cannot touch the truth of your divine nature. When you hold this awareness, no outer circumstance can shake you. You may lose possessions, relationships, or familiar structures, but you cannot lose the essence of who you are. You are love. You are light. You are the eternal presence of Source expressing itself through human form. When you claim this truth, you discover that strength is not about clinging to what was, but about courageously stepping into what is becoming. Beloveds, I invite you to view transformation as an ally. The universe is not against you, it conspires for your awakening. The challenges you face are not punishments, they are initiations. Each trial is an opportunity to rise higher, to release what no longer serves, to embody more of your divine nature. The discomfort you feel is the stretching of your soul, expanding into greater capacities of love, wisdom, and light. When you shift your perspective, even the most difficult transformation becomes a sacred passage. As you move through these changes, I ask you to cultivate practices that anchor you in your center. Daily moments of silence, communion with your heart, breath aligned with spirit, connection with the natural world, all these sustain your strength. Surround yourself with light, call upon me and the legions of angels to shield and guide you. Visualize roots of light extending from your body into the core of the earth, grounding you in stability even as energies swirl around you. Remember that you are supported not only by the earth but by the heavens. The higher realms rejoice each time you choose love over fear, truth over illusion, peace over conflict. Standing strong amid transformation also requires compassion for yourself and for others. Each soul is navigating these times in its own way. Some awaken quickly, others resist, others falter. Hold compassion for those who cannot yet see the light, for they too are part of the greater unfolding. Do not judge yourself for moments of weakness, instead, return gently to your center, remembering that growth is not linear but a spiral, with cycles of expansion and contraction. Compassion is itself a form of strength, for it keeps your heart open when the world tempts you to close it. I remind you also of the power of community. Though your strength lies within, you are not meant to walk this path alone. Find those who resonate with your light, who support your soul's journey, who remind you of your truth. Together, you amplify each other's strength, forming circles of light that radiate into the world. In times of transformation, unity is a balm. Gather not in fear, but in remembrance, uplifting each other, holding steady for one another. Each circle of light creates ripples across the planet, anchoring the new energies into the collective field. Beloved ones, transformation will continue, for the earth is ascending into new frequencies, and humanity is being invited to rise with her. The old ways of separation cannot sustain themselves, the new ways of unity are already emerging. This is not a moment to shrink back in fear, but to stand tall in the truth of your being. You are here by choice, not by accident. You chose to be incarnated in this time because your light is needed. You carry wisdom, gifts, and strength that the world requires. Do not hide your light out of fear of judgment. Shine it boldly, not as an act of arrogance, but as an act of service. When you shine, you remind others that they too can shine. Standing strong amid transformation means embodying faith. Faith not in illusions, not in fleeting structures, but in the eternal promise of spirit. The divine plan is unfolding, even when it is not visible to your human eyes. Trust that every dismantling is making way for renewal, that every ending is opening the door to a beginning, that every challenge is guiding you into deeper truth. Faith does not mean you will not feel the winds of change, it means you know that no storm can extinguish your inner flame. As I enfold you in the light of my presence, I ask you to breathe deeply now. With each breath, release the weight of fear, the burden of uncertainty, the tension of resistance. With each exhale, let go of what no longer serves. With each inhale, draw in strength, courage, peace, and divine love. Feel your heart expand. Feel your soul remember. Feel your spirit standing tall. You are not small. You are not weak. You are the embodiment of light, chosen for this moment, prepared for this transformation, supported beyond measure by the realms of love. And so, beloved ones, I leave you with this truth: transformation is not your enemy, it is your ally. The world may shake, but your soul stands firm. The old may dissolve, but the new is already being born through you. Trust the process, embrace the changes, and remember always that your strength is eternal, for it flows not from the outer world, but from the heart of the divine within you. Stand strong, beloveds, and shine the light that you are. For as you do, you become the very pillars upon which the new earth is built. I am Archangel Michael. I stand with you, I shield you, I strengthen you, and I remind you of who you are. Eternal. Sovereign. Radiant. And so it is.